Hello everyone, my name is Khalid Sadek and this is my friend here, Mr. Skull. So today what I'm going to be explaining to you is an introduction about anatomy, anatomical terms, planes and movements. So this lecture will be divided into 3 parts, so I'll make it shorter and better for you. So the first part will be about the anatomical terms, actually planes. Second part will be about terms in relation of movement of position. Third part will be about terms in relation of movements. So as an introduction, I'm going to define anatomy for you. What is anatomy? Anatomy is the study of the human body or the human structure, and you could also say that it's the science that deals with the structure of the human body and its functions. So these are 2 better definitions that you can define anatomy with. Now we have the anatomical position. What is the anatomical position? Anatomical position is basically standing straight erect while your palms are facing outward or anteriorly, and spreading your legs a little bit. So this is this position is a supine position, standing like this will be at the anatomical position. So now starting with the anatomical planes of the body. What are the anatomical planes of the body? They are the imaginary planes that divide the body into different parts. So let's say we have planes dividing the body horizontally or vertically. We have planes cutting the body like frontal coronal plane. We have mid or medial sagittal plane. We have parasagittal planes. We have a lot of planes. So now beginning with the frontal coronal plane. So what is the frontal coronal plane? Frontal coronal plane actually separates the body anterior and posterior. So if you imagine with me that the paper is cutting Mr. Skull like this, so it's separating his body anterior from posterior. So this is called frontal or coronal plane. So we have medial or median or mid-sagittal plane. So this is cutting the body, separating the body from right to left. So let's say something is cutting Mr. Skull in here, a paper is cutting him from the middle. So we have left side and we have the right side. So this plane, we call it median or mid-sagittal plane. And we have another thing called parasagittal plane. So parasagittal plane is basically the plane that lies beside the sagittal plane. So para means beside. So anything that lies beside the sagittal plane. So this is the sagittal plane. It's parallel to it. Any line that cuts the body parallel to the sagittal plane, we call it parasagittal plane. And about the parasagittal plane, we have an example about it, which is the midclavicular line, which separates the body from the sagittal plane. So this sagittal plane cuts the clavicle into 2 halves and separates the body from the midclavicular line. So we call it midclavicular line. It's a plane actually. So this will be enough for today, and this was about the anatomy and introduction about anatomy and the planes. I hope you've understood, and I hope I've made it simple for you. Thank you.